King's Education Group is coming to Midval to establish a school right here. We're partnering now with Hope Family Church and with your own preschool. But I know that you had the vision for a school many, many years ago. So tell us, how did that happen?
Okay, so many years ago, I was walking in the area with my little children, and God just called me to these 4 stands on the corner of St. David's and Shiplake Road. And He said to me that there will be a church and there will be a school in the area, and a nursery school. And I went back to my dad and we just spoke about it. And my dad said, well, tell me what God is showing you. And I sat and I drew on a little serviette at the beginning of the nursery school. And in 1989, we started building the nursery school next door. And we started with 2 classrooms and a kitchen and the office area. And in 1991, Pastor Peter Kushner came alongside, and I met him, and they opened the church in our nursery school, in one of our classrooms. And then from there, I shared with him the vision that the Lord gave me all those years back. And then they started building the Hope, the then Net of Christ School Church on the corner of St. David's and Shiplake Road. And then in 93, I think it was, they opened the then Net of Christ Christian School. And Kathy Quistet of those years came in, and she became the principal. And she has been with the school all those years. And even when the school changed from Net of Christ over to Hope Christian School, and she is now still the principal of Hope School, which is now closing down, and you then as King's Education Group is then coming in.
Wow, what a story. And, when I first spoke to Jan about a school in this community, I didn't even know it. But Kathy Quistet, who is the principal that's now leaving at the end of the year, was at the King's School on the West Rand before I ever got there. And when she moved away there, she moved here. And now when she's leaving, the King's Education Group is coming here. So it's a wonderful story of how God's work, how He works. His ways are higher than our ways, His thoughts are higher than our thoughts, and we can only see it when we look back.
Yes.
So, Louise, that means you've been
36
running the school
years?
36 years.
Yes.
Faithful service.
36 years. We have from babies right up to the grade age. And yes, we're very excited to now come alongside the King's Education Group and just move into a new season. Yeah. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, and Louise, for us now, when we establish the school, it'll be in partnership with you. We actually have one school running all the way from babies through to grade 7 ultimately. And it'll be one enterprise. People will be able to come in, put their babies in the school, and see them all the way through. Isn't that wonderful?
That is wonderful. That is so exciting.
Was that your vision?
That was my vision, to have a nursery school, have a primary school, and then to also have a church. That was the vision that God gave us originally for the 4 premises here on the corner of St. David's and Shiplake Road.
And God probably has much more in store for you. Maybe He's going to let you start dreaming about a high school.
I know it is there, but I also know that there is other ventures that is also put in our heart for the area. So I believe that this is just the beginning. This is just the tip of the spear. And it's just cutting through for many new things to come in the area. We're excited for the Midval area, for the Henley on Klip area, and for the development.
And Louise, tell us now, obviously bigger challenge for you, because for King's Education Group, we're bringing in the primary school part. You've already got the preschool, but we've asked you now to run the entire school as the principal. So it's a bit of a different role for you. How are you feeling about that?
Wow, that's scary. That's very scary. But if King's School is seeing me that I can fulfill that position for them, I would love to do that for them. I think it's an awesome venture.
Yeah. No, look, I think that what God has put in you is so much more than what we could know. But we do know your faithfulness, and we do know that you've really plowed into the generations. We've already had visitors here for a prospective school that are parents who left your preschool, and now they hear a school is coming, and now they're back to see what's going on.
Yes, yes, I was so blessed. Sarah Kubeka and Hilary was here this morning, and Hilary was in my nursery school 30 years back.
As a student.
And as a student in my nursery school, and they came to visit this morning to bring her grandchildren back to the school. So that's really heartwarming to know that there's that legacy running out there. Very, very exciting. And I would encourage all of my ex-parents to come and contact us and come and see and come and visit and be part of the new venture.
Yeah. Oh, we're busy doing something good. I think of that verse in Psalm 46, I think it is, where it says, "Come and see what the Lord has done."
Yes.
And it's so good for us because it's only Him. Yes, we've got faithful servants. Louise, you've been faithful for so long, but He's the one that does the good thing.
Yes. Now, I completely agree with that. There's years when we went through COVID. We went down from 80 children to 10 children, and the Lord saw us through, and He's built us up again. And every year, at the end of the year, you say, "Lord, what's happening next year?" And the students come in, and He is faithful, and He has seen us through all these years. And without Him, it would have never come to place, and it would have never been established the way that it is at the moment. So all glory to Him. All glory to Him.
Amen.